So if you want to learn how to be consistent in everything, every time, stick with me. That's what we're going to do. My name is Heather Quisel, and I help women in relationship-driven businesses to get the focus, the confidence, the leadership skills they need to both level up their business and level up their life. Coming to you from our family cabin this morning. We've been here for a number of days and we're loving it. So I'm going to give you some things to think about when it comes to being consistent so that you can not just be excited this week, not just try for your goals this week, the next few days, but really over the next few months into the summer and into next fall and ultimately the end of the year, really feel like you nailed it in the consistency game. Does that sound good? So Aristotle, he's the one that says we are what we repeatedly do. And my friend, we are what we repeatedly think. We are what we repeatedly believe. And I'm a big believer in the mind game. And if you followed me for any amount of time, you know that there is so much more that goes on between your ears that has more weight to what you accomplish, what you do, what you achieve than your skill set. There's a lot of talented people out there, but it's those who really win at the mind game who win at life. So when it comes to being consistent, there is a lot more going on upstairs than I think we realize. That negative thinking, the negative doubt, the lack of belief in yourself and the possibility of what you can achieve, those are the things that really can snag you up and completely get you off game. And throw a huge wrench in consistency altogether. So I want to make sure that we don't skip past that part. Now, when it comes to being consistent, I was sitting down the other day and I was asking myself, like, what are the things that I know for me help me maintain consistency in going to the gym in the morning, waking up each morning, getting to work where I don't have a boss who's measuring how much I get done, my productivity in a day. How do I maintain these consistencies? And guys, I came up with 4 things this morning that I'm going to share with you to help you be consistent in everything, every time, and get stuff done, get it accomplished. And isn't that what the point is? So first and foremost, consistency comes with a morning routine. I'm a big believer in the morning routine. And whether you wake up at 4:30 a.m. or 10 o'clock in the morning, it really doesn't matter. But do you have a consistent routine of what you do each and every morning repeatedly that really sets you up for success? I think this is so important. What are the things that you can do that are ultimately creating an environment of success? If you're not setting yourself up for success, you're absolutely failing right out of the gates. And so this can be prepping your mind, whether it's through meditation, whether it's through reading inspiring things, just taking a long soaking bath before you get into the rat race. But set up a morning routine to set yourself up for success and get that environment right. Because when the environment's right, we can all do it, right? So the second thing when it comes to being consistent is you just do it. You just do it anyway, because you and I both know that when we come up with the idea of the goal, right? When we come up with the idea of the thing, of course it's easy to do. We're excited. But what about 2 days from now when you're like, that doesn't sound so fun anymore. Like, I don't really feel like it right now. This is where most people fall apart, is they just stop doing it because now they don't feel like it. You will not feel like it, maybe even more than half the time. I promise. And so we have to get into this expectation that you know you're not going to feel like it. Sometimes you still do it. And that gets me to the third tip that I'm going to give to you, and that is the mind game. You've got to watch the mind game. Because instantly, your mind game will start telling you all the reasons why you shouldn't do it anymore, why this goal was stupid in the first place, why nobody ever really reaches that goal and they're not gonna think any less of you if you don't do it, or why you're not good enough to do it, or whatever. You know those gremlins, right? They're in there and they're pecking at you and they're reminding you. And so that mind game gets really, really busy. And that's ultimately what makes people not feel like doing it anymore. It's what's going on internally. So I want you to watch for this. I want you to start listening to what your own mind is telling you. These are your belief systems. These are those limiting beliefs. These are those things that ultimately can derail the whole operation. And so I want you to ask yourself this one question. Anytime you start getting that mind game saying, I don't feel like it this morning, I would just rather stay in bed, or this is too hard, it's going to take too long, I want you to ask yourself, what's going to make me feel good at the end of the day? What's going to make me feel confident at the end of the day? What's going to make me feel accomplished when my head hits the pillow at night? And if you can ask yourself that question and act accordingly, I promise you it's going to help you do it anyway each and every time. So I use this probably 4 out of 5 mornings a week when my alarm goes off at 4:25 and I'm like, I don't feel like it this morning. And I asked myself, but how do you want to feel 2 hours from now? Do you want to feel like you're accomplished, like you got something done? Do you want to feel proud of yourself? Or in 2 hours from now, when you slept in a little bit but didn't go to the gym, you know you're going to be hard on yourself. You're going to be upset you didn't go. You're going to be disappointed. How do you want to feel, right? So utilize that and always watch for what's going on upstairs because you can master that. And the fourth thing that I want you to keep in mind when it comes to consistency is you have to focus on the process. See, here's one of the biggest problems. People go, I've been doing this for 5 days consistently and it's just not working. I don't see any results. My friend, you and I both know that's not going to happen. So when you focus on the results, it's easy to get frustrated when you don't hit the goal. It's easy to get frustrated just a few weeks in when nothing seems to be happening for you. So if you focus on the process, that's your morning routine, that's doing it anyway, that's doing the consistent activities each and every day. If you can focus on just doing that, I promise you the success will come. Success comes when you do the consistent daily activities day in, day out, okay? So focus on the process. What am I just doing, right? It's like losing weight. If we went to the gym for 5 days in a row, we'd be like, well, this doesn't work, right? Well, of course not. It doesn't work in 5 days. But if you can focus on the small win of, I went to the gym today, I went to it yesterday, I'm now 5 days in a row, I'm now 10 days in a row, I'm now, you focus on that process, the success becomes inevitable, my friend. So there you go. Those are my 4 tips and strategies to help you be consistent in the new year. Create that morning routine, my friend, and set yourself up for success. Do it anyway. Focus on the mind game and what's going to make you feel confident at the end of the day. And always, always focus on the process. All right, my friend, I hope you loved that. I hope that helped you. Please tag somebody in the comments below who could utilize this message this morning. Help me spread this far and wide. I appreciate you for being here this morning and enjoy the rest of your day. Mwah!